I mean, can you guys please take the bat out on her for once?
You're not compensating me for my education, and you're not compensating me for my experience.
Well, you know what? Then you don't have to do it. You have numbnuts like Reed Gashura, who put out a statement, you know, comparing me to George Wallace and Lester Maddox. You're not going to grant the award to New Jersey because of a mistake, a clerical mistake on one piece of paper? Are you guys just down there checking boxes like mindless drones? Or are you thinking you got to be one arrogant SOB to be telling the people of New Jersey he'll decide when you've been good enough to get some of your own money back? What a jerk she is. Your rear end's going to get thrown in jail, idiot.
Those just some of Chris Christie's greatest hits. Now, after Christie's latest outburst over the weekend.
Did I say on topic? Are you stupid? On topic. On topic. Next question.
All right. So with that, we asked you at home yesterday if you felt that his act was getting old. And here's what you folks had to say. Meredith wrote in saying she likes Christie's straight talk, tweeting us, to run a state like Jersey, you need a man like Christie who calls a spade a shovel, digs in to make things better. But Rob, not so much, tweeting, I think taxpayers are tired of Christie, and just about every other politician, Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter in New Jersey. And we got this Facebook message from Bob, who doesn't care about his rhetoric but is displeased with his policy, writing, Christie's plan only serves to perpetuate the economic spiral we're in, reduce revenue by cutting taxes for the rich, and create a further budget shortfall, which will then force cuts in vital services. And TJ, I'm going to ask you, your whole focus is presentation, getting the message across you want. Do you think nobody's going to say Christie's a dummy here? You're a federal prosecutor, you don't have his record and be a dummy. Is it all calculated, or is this just insert?
It's poor calculation. I mean, it's fine to show tough and rage when it's appropriate. If someone is
truly
doing...
No, but do you think this is a plan? When he gets up, he says, hey, you know what? I'm going to light up some reporter today because that's my image.
I hate to sound like Chris Christie, but I think he's just a jerk, and that's the problem. This act is wearing thin.
Amen.
This act is wearing thin.
Amen.
Here's the problem. If your only tool is a hammer, all of a sudden every constituent starts to look like a nail. And it's simply not appropriate for him to be yelling at this reporter. I understand if the reporter said a rude question like,
hey, asked if there's going to be a special
if he had said, what's your diet techniques or what's your jogging routine? But it was a fair question.
And I want to stand up for reporters as well. Go ahead.
Because it is not up to the politician to say what questions he's going to take, or what subjects he wants to talk about.
Just give a little backstory. Guess what? He was doing something on the heat or whatever, and the reporter said, hey, is there going to be a special session? And because he told him ahead of time that that was off the table, he then called him.
But here's what he could have done. He could have simply said, I'll be happy to talk about that issue tomorrow, rather than saying, you're an idiot, you're a fool, you're
Richard,
a jerk.
It's very scary. And again, from my Giuliani days, it's very scary when a government official elected by the people says, you can only ask me about topic A. The American people don't just want to hear about what you want to talk about. We want to discuss real issues.
All right, I hear you, Don. I hear you, Don. But Andrew, here's my question, smart guy. If everybody believes that this guy's just a bully, he's coming off as pompous and it's getting thin, why are the poll numbers still giving him a good number when it comes to approval ratings? He's in a blue state, maybe not dark blue, but still at least light blue, and a Republican here with higher approval ratings than disapproval. Why?
I'll answer that in character, because so many politicians are so scripted, trying to come up with the right answer that offends the fewest people, that by comparison, Christie seems natural and seems like everybody in the state of New Jersey. So there's
so the style helps him more than hurts.
He hasn't gone too far yet in most people's viewpoints.
Do you guys think it's when, not if, he sticks his foot in his mouth really bad?
He's dynamite. And I say this to you, Richard. Just think about this for a second. If he's like this in public, imagine what he's like in private. Just imagine.
Probably a pussycat.
Just imagine. Imagine if you had to go home to this man.
But here's where it hurts him. He's not going to be picked for vice president, and his act is wearing thin. You're right. His approval ratings have not gone down because he's not necessarily bad in governing.
I'm the only guy at this table, and I think if Romney picked him as VP, I know you all disagree with me. I think it'd be one of the smarter moves.
He would eat Romney for lunch, literally and figuratively.
How'd you like to sit next to that guy at a Mets game? I mean, come on. It'd be
go
terrible.
To a
He's a huge Mets fan.
Might hear.
Well, he'd fall asleep.
Great job, my friend.
Good to see you.
Thanks.